Hello everybody and welcome. Now if you've clicked on this video, if you're watching this video, it's because you are brand new to Zwift, you are a virgin of Zwift, you are still under level 10, but you want to try and get the best out of your climbing abilities. You want to make going up Ven Top or up the Zwift, or in fact any of those climbs on Zwift, you want to make it just that little bit easier. You want to be able to achieve that Tron bike in a quicker time. Well, look no further. I'm going to show you the top, well, I've tested 4 bikes between levels 1 and level 10. We'll go through all those bikes shortly, but first let's have a transition, hopefully convince you to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and then we'll get into the test. All right, so if you've not seen the test video on my channel before, in fact you can click up there right now and you can watch, but not yet. All right, wait. You can watch the top 10 climbing bikes throughout the whole of Zwift. It's a relatively old video now, timings might have changed, attributes of bikes might have changed, so just take that with a pinch of salt. But if you've never seen the test video, essentially what we do is we rig Zwift to sit at a certain amount of watts, or at least my avatar to sit at a certain amount of watts throughout the whole of this test. So this test takes place on Alpe de Zwift, the most famous climb, well, in the real world and on Zwift. My avatar weighs 70 kilos, same as all the tests before, so you can go back and check the other tests. It's always the same parameters. It's a 70 kilo rider, 170 centimeters, and he holds an average of 360 watts all the way to the top of the climb. The wheel set used for this test, same wheels throughout. They're the lightweight Meilensteins, or whatever they're called. The ones that you unlock when you've been up Alpe de Zwift. If you're lucky enough, you only have to do it once, but a lot of people are still waiting to unlock them, and they've been up Alpe de Zwift a good 20 times. But luckily, I managed to unlock them, so I'm using these as they are the fastest wheels up the climb to give us a better indication of just how quick these frames can go up the climbs. So like I said, in this test we've got 4 bikes to test. We've got the Specialized Tarmac SL7. That has an aero rating of 3 and a weight rating of 4. It's unlockable from level 5, but it's the most expensive bike in the test at 674,500 drops. Next up is the Chapter 2 Terra, whatever. Aero level 2, weight level 4. Unlocks from level 6, costs 390,500 drops. Next up is the Cannondale Evo, again, Aero 2, weight 4, unlockable from level 9, cheapest bike in the test, 213,000 drops. And then finally we've got the Canyon Ultimate, same weight attributes and aero attributes, aero of 2, weight of 4, unlockable right at the end of this level 10 section at level 10, and costs 461,500 drops. So the test is simple. I'm going to send my avatar up Alpe de Zwift, see who completes it in the fastest time. We'll get an idea of the fastest frame. So let's count down from 4 to number 1 of those fastest frames. Boosh. Oi oi Savaloy in at number 4. What do you think it is? If you said Chapter 2 Terra, you'd be right. Not the slowest bike overall, but just the slowest bike in this test. 39 minutes, 4.89 seconds to ascend Alpe de Zwift. In at number 3, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Canyon Ultimate. Locks latest in this test at level 10. Finishes it not that much faster. Half a second? Something like that. 39 minutes, 3.60 seconds. Again, I'd expect a bit more from Canyon. In at number 2, it's going to be the Specialized SL7 S-Works in a beautiful pink and black colour. 39 minutes, 3.25 seconds, getting faster. Again, much of a muchness between all these, but still, it's a faster bike. You're going to get up there quicker, you're going to get up there easier with less effort. So in at number 1, as you'd expect, it's the Cannondale Evo. Fastest by a long shot, this one. 38 minutes, 59.85 seconds. DeWitt! That's some going, that. And here's that leaderboard. In at first, Cannondale Evo, 38 minutes, 59.85 seconds, all the way down. 5 seconds later, which is a fair amount when you compare first and fourth, 39 minutes, 4.89 seconds for that Chapter 2 Terra. But those frames aren't the only frames available to you under level 10. Now you might see when you start Zwift that you get an option to select a challenge. I think there's currently 2 or 3 challenges, but back in the day there was only 2. There was one to climb Mount Everest and there was one to ride California. Now to climb Mount Everest, you need to ascend 8,840 meters, or just over 29,000 feet, which if you did that on Alpe de Zwift would be around 8.5 times up Alpe de Zwift. Once you've done that, you unlock the Trek Immonde, one of the best climbing bikes. So it's not going to cost you anything to do other than blood, sweat, a lot of chamois cream, and maybe 1 or 2 tears. A lot of tears, in fact. Going up Alpe de Zwift 8 times is no joke. But if you do it, you can unlock the Trek Immonde. Now let's take a look at the stats of that. Obviously it doesn't cost anything, but it can get you up Alpe de Zwift in 39 minutes, 1.54 seconds, which would put it second. We want to make it the fastest, but it would put it in second place on that list. And then the other bike that is free to you if you're willing to put the time and effort in is the Specialized Tarmac. Again, blood, sweat, tears, and a lot of gooch cream is going to get you this bike, and you'll be able to get it under level 10. All you have to do is ride for 2,000 kilometers. But one thing to bear in mind, you have to select these challenges. If you don't select these challenges, you will not be getting any closer. You can't just simply start riding and once you've accrued 8,848 meters, it'll automatically unlock that bike. You have to select that challenge. So you can only do one of them at a time. So if you are a climbing goat, I'd suggest going for that Everest. Make sure you click on it. I know 1 or 2 people who have just gone and ridden and expected it to be unlocked, and it never did. Select the challenge, okay? But that Specialized Tarmac, that can go up Alpe de Zwift in 39 minutes, 4.56 seconds. So not the slowest. And it costs you literally nothing to try and own it. All you need to do is actually go and ride on Zwift. So great value for money, not the fastest up Alpe de Zwift. Bear that in mind. So there you have it, you Zwift virgins. You are now in the know as to what bike you should be going for if you want to be a better climber. I mean, you can obviously drop some weight, you can obviously drop some height on Zwift. I don't condone cheating, but it does help you get up there a lot quicker if you do. Make sure if you've liked this video that you hit that like button. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Next up, level 11 to level 20, best climbing bikes on Zwift. Leave your comments down below on anything we've talked about and other tests that you would like to see. We want to get back to some testing on Zwift, so leave your comments down below as to what you would like me to test. Don't just say one specific bike, because that's very personal to you. Can we make it into a whole video that's going to help the whole community? Leave your comments down below and let me know.